backing out of the driveway for our national park tour trip. We don't know what to call it. We'll figure something out.
It's the I'm going everywhere.
That's right. It'll be in the title of these videos. But we are headed on a very fun adventure that we're super excited about. And we're gonna hit 8 national parks, right? So we're gonna kind of go southwest a little bit, and hit some southern Colorado and into Utah, and then we're gonna make our way up to Wyoming and Montana, and yeah, and then our way back. So we're gonna hit several. We'll show you along the way. Probably bust this up into a few different videos for you. So anyway, the adventure begins right now. So let's talk a little bit about what we're doing, like what our trip is. First of all, this is an overlanding trip, right? So it's just a truck, rooftop tent, and everything. The plan is to try to camp pretty much everywhere we go. For tonight, we were just trying to get, what do we say, about 4 or 5 hours kind of knocked off of the first initial trip and drive day. So
everything is so far away from Arkansas.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very far away. And so this is actually a first for us because we are going to take almost 2 weeks to do this. It just so happened the way that it worked out, tomorrow is actually the 4th of July for us. Well, I mean, for the whole America, but
the whole world.
The whole world. Yes. Yes, it is July 4th. That's right.
It's Independence Day in America.
Yes, it's Independence Day. But anyway, the point was, it's obviously not going to be July 4th when you watch this. So that was where I was going with that statement. We got an extra day, and so I just ended up, my boss was very gracious to go ahead and let me take a few of my extra vacation days. So we'll get almost 2 full weeks out of this. So for the first leg of this trip, we're actually going to stop in Oklahoma City, and we're going to get a hotel room for the first night, just because this leg of the trip is literally about driving. So it's easier to go ahead and just get a hotel, and that way we can get up bright and early, don't really have to pack much up, and just hit the road. So then we'll go through top northeast corner of New Mexico and hit Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado, and then find a campsite, and then our next national park in Colorado is Mesa Verde. So that'll be the first couple of national parks that we'll hit on this trip. The plan will be after that to go into Utah and hit Canyonlands, and we'll also probably stop at Dead Horse Point State Park, just because it looks amazing and it's right there, so we're going to do that. And then we'll hit Arches National Park, and then we will go drive north and east and go into Wyoming and hit Grand Teton, where we'll stay a couple days, and then drive up through Yellowstone on our way to Glacier National Park, which we're super excited about. It's our favorite place on the planet.
We've actually never stayed there, so this will be our first chance to actually spend more than just a few hours in the park.
Our trips to Glacier have all been single day, 12-hour drive visits, so this is going to be exciting for us. And then we will make our way back home to Arkansas by way of South Dakota, hopefully stopping at Badlands National Park. So anyway, come along for the ride, and let's see how many national parks we can check off our list. It'll be fun. All right, there they are. Got a room for the first night here. It is currently midnight. Yikes, that's loud. Anyway, it's currently midnight, and we got a hotel in Weatherford. So Oklahoma. So we're going to crash for the night, get up, shower in the morning, grab some breakfast, hit the road early.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's another day. Good morning. It is 6:20 basically. We're about to hit the road. Got up this morning with the alarm clock that was in the room going off. Somebody had set it. Fortunately, they actually set it for about 4 minutes before mine was supposed to go off, so it wasn't that bad, although mine is a gentle, hey, it's time to wake up. And this one was like,
Yeah.
so so we kind of jolted awake.
And now it's unplugged.
And now it's unplugged.
Because I couldn't figure out how to turn it off.
Also, in other news this morning, this shirt that I put on apparently was washed with our dog. So there's about 4 pounds of dog hair on it. So if you're seeing that in the video, blame her. But so we got to find the lint roller. Anyway, gonna go get some gas and hit the road. This is probably the longest drive day of just driving and not really, seeing much. But let's go. Day 2. Let's hit it. Are in New Mexico. Just crossed over the state line. Oh, you're locked out. We are, there you go. We are stopping to make a couple sandwiches for lunch and continue on. Hopefully gonna be at Great Sand Dunes fairly soon. However, just a note, we are again wreaking absolute havoc on the bug community. And so when that happens, it really impedes our ability to film and take pictures of the awesome stuff that we're driving by. So what I have done is bring with us my very own squeegee and glass cleaner and squeegee, so that, oh, where is it? There it is. That way I can clean whenever the need arises, which on this trip has been a lot. So she's gonna make lunch, I'm gonna clean the windshield. Alright guys, we have made it to our first stop of the National Park Tour trip at Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado. And so this is it behind us. As you come in, and you're just, I mean, you're staring at this huge mountains of sand. It's so odd because everything around it, like I'll paint you around here, like it's just mountains.
And then right in front of the mountains, there's
just this
golden sand dunes.
Yeah.
That looks like desert.
Then right, you've got just sand dunes in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of odd, but anyway, so we made it. We are gonna go hit the visitor center and check out what they got there, and then we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time here because then we're gonna move on and try to
find a place to stay tonight.
Yeah, find a place to stay, and then we'll hit Mesa Verde tomorrow. So well, let's go check it out. Let's see what visitor center's like. All right, there's the visitor center. Very cool looking.
Very cool. I'm getting major Taliesin vibes.
Yeah.
With all these sunflowers, that would have been incredible.
That would be amazing. And that's more like the sunflowers we get.
Although, that's still a really cool picture. I want. Well, we are now back on the road after Great Sand Dunes National Park. We got to listen to a ranger talk that we hadn't planned on sitting through about the weather, and learned a little bit about sand dunes and why they form and how they're kept here. It was really kind of an interesting place to see this like dune that looks just like the Sahara Desert out here in the middle of the mountains in Colorado.
Have you been to the Sahara Desert? Do you know what it looks like?
No, but I went to school.
Oh, you've seen pictures, okay.
I have seen photos of the Sahara Desert. Okay, it looks like what I would imagine the Sahara Desert to look like.
Only a lot smaller.
Yeah. We didn't actually climb up on them or anything.
No, I'm anti-sand.
Yeah, I only like sand if the ocean is the payoff, so we opted to view it from afar and not get full of sand.
Yeah.
And but yeah.
To me, sand is just like beige glitter. I don't like sand.
Oh, that's funny. We actually just vacuumed the sand out of our truck
from
our January beach trip. Yeah. But anyway, it was a good stop.
Yeah, it's worth seeing because it's really cool. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah, I didn't either.
We got here, but it's pretty cool when you see it come in and you're like, oh yeah, it's just literally these huge dunes of sand.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody put them there. It looks like,
yeah, you know, looks like they dumped a bunch of sand just out at the base
really
of the mountain.
It's crazy.
Anyway, back on the road. Here we go.
So we're driving through, headed back over toward Mancos, going to Mesa Verde. Anyway, went through South Fork and decided we'd pull off and do a little bit of exploring because there's what was just the Rio Grande National Forest, and there was a sign that said Big Meadows. And so we pulled off, and very first thing, I mean, we've been driving by this amazing river, and so we just decided to pull off and see, do a little explore and see what we could find. This is beautiful. Okay, we decided to explore a little further and found a campground down here at Big Meadow, and thought there's no way that there'll be any open spots. I mean, it's 4th of July. Thought there's no way there'll be an open spot. Well, there's actually a couple, and so we didn't make it as far as we were going to, but that's the beauty of camping, traveling how we're camping, how we're doing it, is we adjust plans. So we decided this place was absolutely stunning, and so
we want to spend some more time.
We're gonna give it a shot. Unless I'm misunderstanding something, I'm pretty sure it's first come, first serve, and I think we got a spot. So we're gonna try to camp here tonight and then make the rest of the trek tomorrow. All right, so we got the site occupied, set up, paid for, all that stuff, and so now we do a little bit of exploring, come down to see the lake, and there is a waterfall right over here that we'll take you over and let you see. But yeah, we were not expecting this for the first night. This is pretty incredible.
I kind of expected this whole day to be like southwest, like
yeah, me too.
Sand dunes, and then heading. Like I thought it would all kind of be like what we started the day like.
Yeah.
So to find something like this just was surprising to me.
Yeah, we were just talking about it, like this morning. This morning we were in Oklahoma. So Weatherford, which is just west side of Oklahoma City. So complete flat plains, rolling hills a little bit once you kind of start getting into Texas, and then really flattened out to farmland. Went to New Mexico, which started getting a little more southwest feel, but then once you hit Colorado, man, and even then it was different.
Yeah,
on the southeast side. But yeah, once we started coming west, wow, it really turned into our sweet spot. All right, we got camp set up, and Erin's cooking. I guess a little bit of sirloin. and yeah, we'll have dinner. Kind of chill for the night, right?
Yeah.
Be very nice. You want to give an overview of how you feel like today went?
I think today couldn't possibly have gone any better. We had just really, well, I was going to say we had great weather, but we did drive through some rain.
Not
But it was
much.
real spotty
Yeah.
rain, and yeah, I mean, just I feel like we've seen so many different terrains
Yeah.
all in one day.
Feels like 4 days packed into one.
I know.
Yeah.
Because we've seen so much from like the absolute flat plains of Texas through the like seeing the mesas and the plateaus through New Mexico,
right,
and then up into the mountains here.
Yeah.
They throw the great sand dune that you don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't really fit any of it.
Right.
So like it's just been.
Yeah, and then to end up here has been awesome.
Yeah.
So tomorrow the plan is to get up, probably not in too big a hurry because we want to still scout a few things and just see a few things here. But head out and drive to Mesa Verde and go see some of the dwellings and things that are there, and then go ahead and push on into Utah and find hopefully a nice overland spot just south of Canyonlands. So we've scouted a few places online. We'll see on Gaia and GPS and a few different places. So we'll see. I don't have high hopes that it's not going to be crazy busy, but it might not. We might look out like this and end up finding an amazing spot. I hope so. So that's what tomorrow will hold. And yeah, this was a good day. All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, we made it through the night. Man, it got cold. A lot colder than we thought it was going to. Not terrible, but probably, I don't know, mid to low 40s, I would guess. But we kind of knew we'd have some nights that would get down, so we packed basically all season. So we got coats and warmer clothes, as well as the hot summer clothes that we'll need for the day. So but got up bright and early this morning. Sun's not quite up yet, but we're gonna kind of get ready, maybe cook some breakfast, and then start heading toward Mesa Verde. So this ought to be a good day. Okay, this is going to be, without a doubt, the weirdest segment in any of our videos. However, we are here at Big Meadow Recreation Area, and they have these bathroom facilities, which our family affectionately calls them ploppers. Hopefully you can understand what that means, and everybody knows what these things are like. However, I don't know what kind of angel the state of Colorado has put in charge of these particular units. You walk in, cleanest one I've ever seen. Smells like the most incredible potpourri. Not being sarcastic, smells amazing. but I'm going to take you in and I'm going to show you the absolute best feature of everything to do with these ploppers in this campground, and I'll show you, and you'll know what I mean when you see it. Got to Mesa Verde National Park, and we're gonna go check out the visitor center and then get a map and see where we can go in this place. That's cool. That is a neat sculpture. I gotta tell you, this visitor center is architecturally really cool. That's cool. That's cool. Look, Mesa's coming right over the top of it. I'm gonna assume that was intentional.
Yeah. Just told you to.
That's nice.
Oh, you don't need to get on my back.
Okay, so we went through the visitor center. There was some exhibits in the store. Erin got her well, I guess we got the passport stamp, but
Yeah.
it was very peoply. So
Yeah.
we found a map. We had to kind of scavenge, and we're just gonna hit the road and go explore ourselves.
Yeah.
The one thing I've noticed about Mesa Verde, number one, it's a long trip to get to the end where I guess all these dwellings are. Lots of like pullouts and stuff like that, but all this signage saying no stopping, no parking. So I'm not sure. I mean, some of it is I think because rocks are falling, and when you're in the real high cliff areas, like they just want to be safe. But anyway, so at the Spruce Tree House, let's see if we can see one of these, our very first Pueblo
Driven all the way
dwelling.
to this park.
That's right. Hadn't seen, and that's been pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Like, you're in the stratosphere.
The drive is amazing.
But yeah,
I even got a
let's check it out.
This is supposed to be the best like the most well preserved.
Okay, well, this is not the dwelling.
Oh, darn.
This,
I was gonna say it is well preserved.
it is. It looks almost brand new. Spruce tree house in this direction. It says bring water. I have the 20-foot 105 and the 800, so. Okay, guys, that was Mesa Verde National Park. What were your thoughts?
Well, I would definitely say Mesa Verde wasn't my favorite national park.
Yeah.
There were some really crazy, awesome rock formations, and the drive, the road was very exciting because there was a lot going on. But with not being able to get any reservations for a private, not a private tour, but a tour group, to be able to go in and see one of the Pueblo homes, like that kind of made it, there was less to do.
Sorry, I was kind of cutting you off with the video there. It's very interesting, like all of the dwellings and that whole area. It's a very historically, you know, significant and interesting site. Now there was a couple of things that probably tainted our visit on it. They were doing road construction at the entrance and delayed like probably a good 45 minutes, and then you had another 30-45 minutes to get through the gate into the park. So yeah, I liked it. I mean, it's definitely worth a visit to go see. But
definitely be like plan ahead to make sure that you're able to get those tickets. They were sold out in minutes. You know, if you buy them so many months in advance, but there's a few that they hold for like what, 2 weeks in advance, and they were gone really quickly, and we weren't able to get one.
Now, I don't know if it was just our experience, but there were a few parts of the park that were closed that were not
half the park.
Yeah, that was not really published anywhere. So I don't know if maybe we just didn't do a good job looking, which is possible, or maybe they're not the best at updating their status and on things. So definitely just something to be prepared for. The only dwelling we actually got to go even look at, and some of that was by our choice, was the spruce tree house. And even that, like, the trail to get down there was closed. So but it was hot, and I'll tell you, it was steep. So if you were gonna, even just getting down to the lookout area where we were, like, man, it was hot and like very, very steep. So if you are not capable of doing those kind of hikes, just beware of that. But we did do it, got it off the list. You know, I don't know, the question is, would you go back there?
I don't know, probably not. I mean, if we were going to be able to, if I were in tip-top shape to where I could actually go and do one of those hikes.
Maybe in the winter.
Yeah. And if you could get tickets to go to one of the tours and actually have that interactive time with the tour guide who would have all the history, because that could be really cool. Absolutely.
I definitely thought it was interesting. I think it also hindered us that we're doing so many on this trip that it just seems like the things that we really were looking forward to were in other places. So that's probably why you know, we didn't explore as much as we probably should have. So don't necessarily take our opinions on this as it's not a good park and it's not worth seeing. It totally is.
And the drive through the park,
I mean, you basically climb to the clouds. It's crazy.
The road,
very different landscape too. So really, really cool. So but we did it, we got that done. And it's a little early in the day, so we are going to go ahead and head toward Canyonlands. So we're going to go ahead and cut this video right here, and so keep watching. Hit that subscribe button and maybe that bell icon so you'll be notified when we update and upload the next video of the next leg of this trip, which will be Canyonlands, Dead Horse State Park, and Arches National Park. So we're excited to do that. We're headed there right now. So yeah, thanks for jumping in and coming along with us, and look forward to seeing what happens in the next leg of this trip. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.